Well, hello, Coffee Time friends. How y'all doing? It's Friday night party night. Boy, y'all just, the excitement is riveting. Are you kidding? We're just, Mom, tell 'em.
Oh, no.
Oh, mercy. What are you all up to? What are you cooking? What are you eating? There's 5 on here. Mama, our audience has gone way down. We just did it.
Yeah.
Oh, they're coming up. There they are. Oh, okay. Hey, Judy. Hey, April. Hey, Teresa Atkins. How are you? Hey, Wanda. I was trying to see if that's Teresa Atkins from Jellicoe. Alabama's in the house. Hey, friend.
Oh.
Hey, Dan. How are you? Hey, Lori. Okay, folks. We did errands today. We've been out going all day today. I just worked a part of a day. I'm gonna tell you. We went to the big store.
Oh.
Oh, I'm not dead. It was like Christmas. Have y'all been out? I asked Mama, says it's snowing. Is it supposed to snow?
It looked like it was going to, according to
This was midday. And you couldn't hardly find a place to park. There was people everywhere. Have I missed something? I mean, there was a bunch.
Oh, yeah.
I even bragged to Mama. I said, we'll run to the big store today because they won't be nobody much there at midday on a Friday. We can just zoom in and zoom out.
Tell them how long hadn't been to the big store.
I hadn't been there in a year and a half.
And me either, because I ain't.
Mama said she hadn't either. Mama did wear a mask. Yeah, and we don't want to debate mask. I ain't here to talk about that. But she just ain't been out. But she had to be out today. She had a doctor's appointment, and we had to be out. So I thought we'll just run in here and get some stuff we don't have at the great store here in Jellicoe. Oh, we did get some stuff. Right here's one thing we got. And I don't even know if we have this or not, but this is roasted red bell pepper. I love roasted red pepper and orange pepper and all those. So this would be good. And you can see the little flakes of the roasted in there. I got in a big way one time and decided I'll just roast me up some on the gas stove out here. That's what they do on TV. That's a hot mess. Time you roast it and you char it and you wash it and you. This was simpler. Yeah, this was $3 and some change, and I didn't get this much when I roasted 3 peppers. I don't know what I did wrong, but anyhow, so I've got that. We got some other little things. Mama, we found one of Mama's old favorites, and we've not had this in years. Honest to goodness, and before you judge it, and it may not be what you think it is. This is called salad toppers. It's not the bacon bits; it's something else. And Mama used to love this. So I was
not on salads, but on
baked potatoes.
potatoes.
So as I was going through this stuff, and I found some real bacon, it don't look as good as that Kroger stuff though, but it's still real bacon. And I was getting a bag of it, and I said, "Mama, do you remember when we used to get this in little baggies?" And she said, "Yes, I used to love that on baked potato." And I said, "It's got a little bit of your favorite bacon in here." And she laughed and she said, "I won't eat that other stuff, but I would eat that before." She said, "I probably don't even like it anymore." I said, "Well, let's get it and see." So that's going to be a test run. See if she still likes her salad toppings, crunchy flavors on a baked potato. And that was everything else we got was pretty traditional. I tell you what we did get, and it was good. Now we don't get this often, and I don't even want to hear about the sodium or none of that. Don't even start. Steve Duncan, if you're on here, don't you start.
Don't pick on him.
Mama's adopted Steve too. Yeah, Steve is like one of her people, and he knocked me out of popcorn. I did have popcorn the other day, Steve, but I felt guilty, just so guilty.
Yeah, but you popped it.
I did. It was it was just real corn and some real oil, and that's all was in it. Just a little bit in the skillet, kettle, and I popped it up fresh, the old-fashioned ways. It wasn't microwave. It didn't have any of the impurities in it. I was doing good. Anyhow, we had a, what's it called, Mama?
Roasted.
No.
Roasted.
No. I don't know
Rotisserie.
that. Rotisserie. There, we have it so often on what's called. Every show I watch, they say, grab your rotisserie chicken, and you can make this easy. We just picked up a rotisserie chicken, and I'm like, we don't have that luxury. We are without rotisserie anywhere near. We have to go 36 miles to get a rotisserie, a round trip. Anyway, I'm always jealous, green-eyed monster, jealous of you folks that can just pick up a rotisserie chicken on the way home. Now, I've heard all this stuff about they ain't the healthiest and they put stuff in them, and that's okay every once in a while. So today they had some down there, and they were fresh because we was there at the right time, and they were perfect. Oh, and they smell so good. So we picked this up. What's it called? Lemon pepper?
Yeah, I think it's what
Lemon pepper rotisserie chicken. And I wasn't going to be outdone by no bird in a bag. So I just marched myself right over to that deli. And I got me some Amish potato salad and it was just macaroni salad. Mama said, what's that? I said, I ain't cooking. I ain't cooking. And we going to have
We was wore out,
rotisserie
though.
chicken and some macaroni salad, potato salad. And we're going to eat when we get home because we was about tired. We was about hungry. That's just we're not cooking tonight, though, because we ate that rotisserie chicken. Mama got the wings, I got the legs, and we both had a little bit of that good breast. And there's a sack of it in the refrigerator, ready for another tasty treat. But we had that in our macaroni salad and our potato salad. Every drop of that food was store-bought, short-cutted. Not one thing did we put 1 ounce of inspiration into.
We was starved to death, though. It's so late.
But I'm going to tell y'all, it was so good. It was so good. We ate that at 3:30, 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
I started to turn y'all on and just film. And Mama said, we got started eating. We come in, we blessed it, we ate it. We was sitting and I said, I heard a film. She said, well, you ain't going to film nothing but bones and a mess. I said, you're right.
Waited too late.
Because we was hungry. I wish I was as hungry now then as I was now. I wouldn't have eaten. I just said, I'll forget it. But we didn't. We've been on the go.
Oh, yeah.
So that's where we are in it, Mama. Mama got some good news today. It looks like everything's going good. The doctor she's seen today is a specialist, and he gave us a lot of good remarks. Mama's going to think on what she wants. She is going to get some kind of procedure, but she's going to think on it. He said, "You're fine. We'll deal with it. We're going to give it another few weeks." He was so sweet and so nice and answered all the questions.
He was.
Does Mama look like she's spinning in the bed?
Yeah.
She has.
I was wore out.
She said, I'm going to go lay down a minute. And that was at 4 o'clock. 4:30. I said, Mama, I'm going to film a minute. You're going, yeah, I'm coming in there. I was just going to holler and ask you, she said. I've been in there watching a very, it's been therapy for me. I watched 2 episodes of Little House on the Prairie.
Oh, wow.
I haven't seen it in ever to really watch it. Because, I don't really watch TV. Don't have time. And then when I do have time, it seems like... And I don't have cable anywhere except in the living room. Mama's got it. But I got that Roku thing. And I never done live TV on it.
Oh.
But I bought a booster the other day for the internet. And it comes in there pretty good now.
It does.
So I can sit in the sunroom and watch the dogs play in the backyard. And then watch TV. That's my hobby. That's my what do they call it? Your happy place.
Yeah.
My chair, I can see my babies, and I can see the TV, and I got my phone, and keep up with everything. We're going to be short tonight, folks, for several reasons. One, we ain't done nothing but talking to you.
That's right.
Two, it's 7:13. I got some chores to do before I can go to bed, and I'm going to be in bed by 9 o'clock. I know it's Friday night. I might stay up to 9:30. I know what you're thinking.
You're stretching it.
And another reason is I've dilly-dallied around on this phone all day. And usually I have one of them little things I can cradle it in and it charges it. I ain't done that today. I've been on the road. I've been at the big store. And it's my percentage of my battery's gone way down. Mama, here's your ice water.
Yeah, thank you.
In case you want to see it. And it matches your beautiful outfit.
Oh, well. I had on, well, it wasn't purple, but it was on the same line. This is purple today.
She's been purple today. Them dogs is out there are barking. They ain't nothing out there. I just don't come in. We've been out there with them. That's what they're missing.
Maybe they're mad because they've run out of food.
They ain't run out of food. They had food from earlier when I fed them. And so then I go out there.
And give them more.
And I give them, well, of course. And I give them treats. And they ate the treats and they looked at me like, is that all the treats? They love pepperonis. I mean, you know what? In a hard spot, I might give one of them a nibble. There, the low battery just came up. Those things smell so good. Have you ever smelled a pepperoni? I ain't never tasted one. Don't get that rumor started. But they do smell good. And I love to feed them things. There's 2 or 3 snacks that we get that look so good. And you think, ooh, that almost looks good enough to eat. And I like to give them stuff like that. Now, they like the milk bones that don't look good enough to eat. But they'll eat them. They love them. It's really their favorite little thing. But the pepperonis really are their favorites. It's funny.
That was Maggie's favorite. Was the
pepperoni. See, I had some left that you all had sent to Maggie because you sent a bunch for Christmas, and I started feeding them. They started liking them, and then I got some more. We developed ourselves a little habit. Them little dolls. It's warm tonight. They're not coming in. They done told me. I said, you coming in tonight? Come on. No. They gave me the skunk eye and gone. That's the reason they're barking. They're trying to earn their keep. Like, if we wasn't out here, you'd be eat up with stuff.
Oh, they're getting loud.
I don't think y'all can hear them, but they're taking a fit. Which means there's probably a squirrel.
It's time for the deers to start.
A deer. A coyote. That wasn't their people bark. They have a people bark. And I know when I hear that bark, I'll go investigate even closer. But they have another animal bark or just a nuisance bark or whatever. Purple was my mama's favorite color. And,
wow.
Mama, you wear purple?
I like purple.
If I had to pick your favorite color, it'd have to be red.
Oh, yeah, red's my favorite. Even when I was little, I always wanted the red color first to color.
And she does wear purple a lot, though.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a replay. No, Deborah, this is not a replay. Angela Britt normally is always so beautiful. Does she have any tips? Mama Angela Britt wants to know if you have any tips on being so beautiful. Angela, you're so sweet. Wow. I can hear them. Carol can hear them babies.
Take naps.
Beauty sleep. That's why she's so pretty. She's been taking her beauty rest. I can hear them, and so y'all can hear them.
Yeah, they're barking loud.
Kendra says, "Yep, it's different. What's different?" Let's see. Some of these comments are real bad. I guess he's not going to answer at the heart monitor on Mama. And Smith says it's different. No, it's the same monitor.
Well, it ain't the same, but it's just like the one I had.
The heart monitor
is a life vest.
It's a life vest. And what that is, the doctor went into detail today, and I don't care to tell y'all. He was saying, that this is a bridge to a defibrillator. If you need a defibrillator.
That's
and the
what I thought.
defibrillator is when you have AFib or your heart's out of rhythm, and it can cause something called sudden cardiac death. And when your heart function gets below 35, that's your EF pumping power of the left ventricle and the right ventricle at the bottom of your heart pumping that blood back out. So Mama's is just kind of teetered around on the border. They'd like for it to be higher. At one point, they thought it was high enough to take the vest off. They'd done a more in-depth test. It had dropped down a few points, so they said, well, we might better put it back on. So a lot of the stuff that Mama's doctors have done has been precautionary, and that's great. So he said today, I guess you don't care me telling them your doctor stuff. He feels that Mama can benefit from a pacemaker, probably, to strengthen the heart. And we're going to wait. And he wants to wait. Her procedure was just a few weeks ago, technically. And he said, we need to give it 3 months so we can see if the procedure pushes you over to where it needs to be. So we may not do anything, he said. We may not do anything. And he said, you can decide. It's up to you. Do you want to do a coupled thing where it's a pacemaker defibrillator combo? Put it in there. And I said, well, what's the difference? I started asking some questions, and he said, okay, the defibrillator is like an airbag in a car. You don't need it unless you have a wreck. It's just hanging out. It don't do anything. The pacemaker will help the heart to pump and do that things, and it'll make it stronger.
It's out of sync some way.
The heart's not out of sync. You're beating, and the valves and everything are working great, which is strange, he said. But the left, where she had the blockages from the first stents, when she had the 3 or 4 stents she had before, there's a wire, I guess, it's not really, but there is that causes that left side to pump, and there's a wire that causes the right side to pump. He said sometimes the blockage can cause that one that makes the left side pump the strongest, weakens it. So he says that's definitely what happened to Mama. So her left side of her chamber needs to pump stronger. And he says, in other words, we can put a combo in there, and she'll have the airbags just in case she ever needs it. But he thinks and hopes, and looking at the test, that the pacemaker will strengthen that enough that she won't even need the defibrillator. So it'll just be kind of hanging out there extra.
And
wouldn't even need it.
Age has something to do with it.
And at her age, and the percentages, there's almost as high a percentage that the defibrillator could cause a problem as to cause a help. But it's still beneficial. And different people make different decisions for different reasons. So he says we're going to wait a few weeks before we test it again to see where we are at the 3-month mark. And we'll decide from then. But he recommends probably just putting a pacemaker, letting the heart build on its own, letting the heart strengthen on its own. And the pacemaker will give Mama more energy because it'll cause it to pump more. And then the problem may fix itself, and she may come above the numbers that would require the defibrillator anyway. So she has opted to stick with the vest until after the test, and we'll go forward from there. So I like to look at the positive, and I think Mom and I both walked away today with a positive,
better understanding too,
and a positive outlook on it, and the way he talked it. And you got to remember, and this was the key to my whole thinking process. If they only do a pacemaker, he is going to be monitoring her the whole time. And if there's any change, fluctuation, they can always go in and add the other. So it's not a done deal. There's not one decision versus another. It's just the course of action that she chooses to take. And he said, and then there's the other course of action. And I like this part. And he said, we go in there and test after 3 months, and we said we don't need anything. He said, so let's just wait and see. So he was so positive, and it was a good experience with him.
Yeah, he was very nice. First time we'd ever went to him.
Very nice. So that's all good news. So I'm sorry if I didn't share that with y'all, but that's where we are. They have a different barks. Teresa, they do. Our dogs do. Most dogs do. I was over at my uncle's one time, and the dogs were pitching a fit, and I said, somebody must be out there. And he said, no, that's a cat. I said, how you know? He said, they're telling me. He said, they yell in here and say, it's a cat, don't worry about it, we'll take care of it. I laughed. But I know exactly what he's talking about. These dogs have a distinct, it's a person bark.
You know the difference.
You know a big difference. If it's something else, and I can almost tell now when it's a deer, because I think Abby's give up on the deer. So when I hear one of them taking off by themselves, I assume it's Oliver. I mean, it is. I can tell his bark too. If Abby is not interested, it's probably a dog, a deer, or a coyote. If Abby gets interested, then it's an unknown, or she lets you know. Every once in a while, she'll bark at a deer, but she ain't. She's been here. She's been here over a year now. And she's like, I barked at them, so I'm sick of it. I'm going to sit here and drink my coffee. No, I don't give them coffee. Don't write in and tell me about that.
You don't share your coffee with them.
I would. Hello, John and Momma. Hey, Deborah. I don't know what I can't. Some of them are too. I guess it's a reply, and I can't read the reply. It's too good. They're real dull. Barbecue pizza. John, did you fix the barbecue pizza you were talking about? I fixed the one with the grilled or the bull chicken, but I've not done the breaded chicken one yet. That would have been good tonight if we hadn't eaten so late. I love Mama. Want her to have energy. Oh, yeah, Susan, she's already got enough energy to garden. I can't keep hold of her. Now, I know she laid down today, and she'll lay down every once in a while, but you just don't understand the difference in what I know from 6 months ago to 4 months ago to 3 to 2 to now. I mean, she was really, back in the summer, when she quit gardening in the middle of the garden season, she was having trouble getting through the house. Now, she's all over the place. I mean, I literally have to stop her. I literally have to say, I'll do that. Quit, Mama. Go sit down, Mama. No, Mama, this was a conversation. No, you are not carrying groceries in. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Well, I'm taking the bread and I'm... Yes, ma'am. Go ahead. That couldn't have been a possibility a few months ago.
No, I couldn't have carried.
Getting in the house was her chore. Getting out of the getting out of the vehicle and walking in and sitting down and resting a minute so she could, that was she was getting to that point. And the first time they put the vest on her, it was probably well needed. Now, he said today, he said, we can take the vest off at this point, or we can leave it on to after your test, whatever you feel comfortable with. And Mama said, well, let's just leave it on to after the test, and we'll go from there. So it's her decision at this point. But he was very confident. He showed us the actual moving test. We got to watch it, which was interesting.
Yeah.
And it was just a good experience, and we both feel more confident now with the result. No, wait, let me just back up. We love our doctors in Corbin.
But this one's the surgeon.
He was the surgeon, and they were the ones, the doctors that treat Mama in Corbin. I put them up with everybody, and they're so thorough and they're so good with Mama, and they call here at night when they should be with their families and help us, tell us stuff. I just wanted to let you know it's just a wonderful relationship, and they're just you can tell their doctrine from the heart, and we have mad respect for them. And this doctor didn't tell us anything different today. He just told us more. And that's the reason we went to him, and that's the reason they sent us to him, because he's a specialist just in that field. He just does defibrillators and pacemakers. So that's the reason. So I don't want to even think that I'm not very happy with Mama's doctors.
Oh, she's wonderful.
Arlene Pop, thank you for your support. Encouraging words. Well, thank you, Arlene. Miss Angela Britt, thank you. So do I, Carol. I'm in the middle of a conversation, aren't I? Sorry. God is a great physician. Amen, Deborah. Right. And I still believe he healed Mama because she did have 80% blockage. They seen it twice. They prepared for it. They got in there and it was gone.
That's right.
Completely. It hadn't decreased. It is gone. So we do believe God is a great physician, and I do believe, and I'm not on here to.
That's going up.
We're down to 10%. We better close out.
Yeah.
I do believe that we're pointing at a time to go, and I believe that God has got us set, and He'll take care of us, and so that's the way that goes. Mommy, got anything you want to add? We're down to 10%. We've talked this phone dry.
I know it. What happened?
Whoo! What a party night. We're going to have to rename this from Friday night party night to Friday night nap night.
That sounds good to me.
We was going to cook, but we ate out.
Well, we
ate in.
We ate in.
We bought out and ate in. Now, I want to go on the record right now. I want y'all to write this down. Today's the 20th, isn't it?
21st.
21st. Whatever date it is, write it down. We were near. We passed it twice. A Texas Roadhouse.
Oh, a balloon party.
It's party night. Did I do that with this? Anyway, I digress. I offered on 2 separate occasions. 3 if you count the are you sure? Mama, do you want to go to Texas Roadhouse? I'll take you there for lunch.
It was a little early.
It was 12.
I wasn't hungry.
I said, Mama, you want to go to... Oh, no, I ain't. It's too big. That's too big of a meal. I said, well, you want to go get something to go, and we'll take it home, and you can eat it when you are hungry. No, I don't think I want that. And if I go, I want them hot rolls and that butter. I don't want. Mama, did you get them rolls?
I didn't see them.
Okay, because she thought the big store had them. She said, I'll just go to the Walmart and get some of them rolls. I
probably overlooked them.
But I tried to take her out to eat today. Y'all accused me of never taking her out. Who didn't want to go, Mama?
It was me. I wasn't.
Who asked 3 or 4 times?
You did. You was good.
Who wanted to take you out?
You was going to.
I better quit. I'm pushing my luck.
You're going to get a whipping.
But Mama don't like to eat out. And she likes to eat out less now than she ever has, I believe. But you know what? I'm with her. I'm the same way. And I don't know if it was COVID that changed us around. If it's just having to be out and about and all this. I just want to be right here at home. I really enjoyed that. I can't never think. A rotisserie chicken, and that little bit of potato salad and macaroni salad that we had right here today.
Yeah, we was so hungry we could have ate the cartons.
Now that was it. She starved to death at 3:30, but at noon she was like, "No, it's too heavy."
If you go to Texas Roadhouse, you want to be good and hungry. If we'd have been there at the time
that you were starved to death.
We would have made it good.
Oh, folks, I tell you what, we enjoy coming here with y'all. Now, remember, our videos are going to be, this one will only be on here 30 days. The one last night, the night before.
Listen to this.
Yeah, who'd want to listen to this again, right? So, they're going to take our videos. I hate that they're taking our videos. It feels like they're taking pages out of our scrapbook or pages out of our picture albums. Because that's what I wanted, was to have that for, to always have. But we do so many lives now. Now, when we first started, we did only uploads. I think it's the lives they're taking. Everything went on live, they're taking. But the uploads, maybe they get a stay. I don't know. I'll have to check into that. So if we did an upload, it'll get a stay. I don't know. I need to talk to my creator friends and say, what are y'all doing? How are we going? Just nothing. Is that what we're doing? Is nothing? I don't know. I really don't. But we're going to go because, we're about out of energy. This battery's crying out. But, Mama, what's on the agenda tomorrow?
Oh, I don't know. After today's long journey, I don't know.
Are you saying tomorrow's a rest and relaxation day?
It's according how tired I am tomorrow. This wiped me out.
We're not flooding, and we're hopefully not snowing tomorrow. Mm-hmm. So that's will be good.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure we're getting a project. Tomorrow's a feels like. And we get up and we do whatever we feels like. That's the way we work it. If we do anything on the lines of cooking or something we think, yeah, they may want to fool with that, we'll jump on here tomorrow. And if not, then you'll say, well, they've just laid around. He's watching Little House on the Prairie on repeat or something. Anyway, Mama,
Yeah.
You got anything you want to add?
No, I'm thankful for all the prayers that's gone up for me, and continue
Amen.
to pray.
Amen.
And remember all the people that's sick and lost loved ones and stuff. It's hard on them all
We
the
lost
time.
a very special family member this week. Just a great guy, and he lived a nice long life, and he was such a good person. And I know our family is very suffering with that, and I've had him on my mind ever since we heard last week he had gotten sicker, and our prayers are going up, and it just, we were just talking about this, his family and our family was talking about it about a couple of weeks ago, how just one by one, and our family reunions have gotten smaller and smaller and smaller because of that. But our hearts go out to them and our prayers go up for them for sure.
Yeah.
Anyone else has suffered loss, love you both. Thank you, Gloria Drone. We love you too, Gloria. I remember you as being one of the first names I remembered because you was here every day, and we appreciate that. There's so many others that when I say your name, I'm like, I've seen their name for a long time. They've been on here a while. All right, folks, thank you for your prayers. You pray for us, and we'll pray for you. We'll all get through. We will talking to a friend of ours today, one of our friends of our a person who's, their family and our family are close. And they were saying, we've got to get together and play some cards. And we love Face 10. We love to play Face 10. Mama used to play it all the time. And so that Mama's feeling better. And when this sickness gets out of here, maybe we can do that some. And have some get-togethers and some fun times. So we're about out of energy again.
Yeah.
This phone's not made for Southern goodbyes. Say good night, Mama.
Good night, Mama. God bless you. So have a wonderful night. Bye-bye.
Bye, y'all.
Bye-bye.